So, coming here live, folks. Apparently, all you need is one day to become a cultist mastermind. Heard from me, of course. As the leader of the cult of, the bread, as it be, I have found that it's quite easy to lead my apostles to our own special nirvana. We call it the land of dough. The oven is our land of hell, though. Don't want to go there. It sucks.
Oh.
It sucks.
Oh, wow.
Like, it makes you fat instantly.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Like, it's the kind of bread that makes you fat. Like, not the kind of bread that doesn't make you fat.
So, the opposite.
The opposite of bread, you see. It's truly a shame, the people that go to the oven.
All it takes is one all-nighter.
All it takes is one all-nighter to start a cult. In all seriousness, all it takes is one all-nighter to start a cult. I've done it, and you can too.
Is that the name of your new book, the title? All It Takes is One All-Nighter, a book by Tyler Medusa the Blade.
Indeed. I can't believe one night playing Skyblock on Hypixel was all it took for you guys to worship me for no reason.
Yep. No reason.
Sorry for the all-nighter.
Yeah.
It felt like no
Makes
reason.
perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense.
All hail our Lord Tyler Medusa the Blade.
It's actually all hail our supreme overlord.
Oh, no, actually, I added more to it.
You added more to it?
I went to add a new one each day, and I kind of fell behind. Right now, we got all hail, Supreme Leader, 5-star Chef, Karate King, Tyler Medusa the Blade.
I haven't cooked a single damn thing in my life. Except eggs.
I've put hot dogs in the microwave before.
I've also done that, but I don't know if I'd consider that cooking.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Midnight Crisis.
That was the first time we did soda nonsense, and it'll be the last time we do soda nonsense.
On paper,
I'm some guy.
but you're not just some guy to me, monkey. You're more than a guy. You're a monkey.
You're a cow. You're a mega guy.
You're a mega guy.
You're a lad.
You're
one of the lads.
You're one of the truest homies I've ever known.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
I don't feel the same way. You
What?
mean nothing to me. You are meaningless to me. I do not like you. I do this because I like using people. I'm monkey.
You heard it here, folks. That's a bit spicy.
Ooh, that's a little bit of. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, no.
Well then, considering that disappointment, a new bit of my life.
Very interesting opening. Are you going first, or am I?
You'll go first. You will go first. I like riding my bike every now and then. It's pretty nice.
Okay, so you're really trying to transition into this.
I mean, you didn't have to make it apparent, but yes. So I like riding my bike every now and then, although it has like a crooked handle. It's a bit of a bitch to ride, but it's nice when I have friends to do it.
Yeah.
I don't do it as much anymore because, I don't have friends.
Yeah.
So.
Ever since 5 seconds ago, I realized.
Even still, I don't have friends then. Or at least friends strong enough to ride a bike.
Yeah, I don't know how to ride. Well, I kind of know how to ride a bike. Have you ever seen like a toddler walk before?
Yeah.
Okay, that's about my proficiency in riding a bicycle.
Wow.
It's theoretically possible, but no one's gonna like watching it.
That must be awful.
Yeah.
For everybody else.
One thing, I've never fallen riding a bike.
You've never fallen.
Because I almost never ride a bike.
Because you never ride a bike.
Yeah. One time, actually no, I've never fallen. I have collided something at insane speeds before. So.
Bike?
Yes.
Oh,
so we were my family and I were on the boardwalk, and there was this ramp to go down, and I wanted to go first. And I had one of those bikes where you don't pull the thing to stop it; you have to go back on the wheels. Faulty design.
Yeah.
Also, I was an idiot here, but I was going down the ramp, and there's all these people. And you feel like I was going down this ramp, I was gaining speed. I was trying to get my feet. I originally had my feet out for some reason. I was trying to get back on the pedals to stop, but I couldn't because they were spinning so fast. So I was scared to put my legs in because I didn't want to get clipped. And then I saw there's these people who were walking down the ramp, or they're walking up the ramp and they were seeing me come down. And I did like one of those when you play GTA, when you play Franklin and you do like activate the super mode and you dodge around cars and stuff. Have you ever done that?
I've never played GTA, but continue.
Okay, well there's like the
please.
slow-mo mode where your turning doesn't change, but your speed does.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to like do a matrix around cars and perfectly like not hit them. Okay, so I did that around some people. I was pretty proud of that. But I had my legs out, and I was going straight down, gaining speed. There was no more people to dodge. And we were right next to the one... Ooh, I almost said a name.
Mm-hmm. Alright, keep going.
Okay, we were running down. I was running down. And the things were spinning faster, which makes it even more anxious to try to stop it. And before I knew it, everything went black.
Did you hit a pole?
Nope.
What did you hit?
Good thing that man had insurance.
You didn't actually hit a person, did you?
No, I hit a guy's car.
Oh.
I left a huge dent in this guy's car.
No.
It was this white van. It was for like the big thing that was next, the big company that was next door. And it was
Was it a pizza place?
no.
No. Okay.
And I crashed into it. I think it was like the mayor's thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So I crashed into it. Luckily I had a helmet. Actually, did I? I did. I'm gonna show
If you didn't have a helmet, you would have a large dent in it.
I wouldn't be the one with the dent in it.
I would be the smart one.
I would be the one who wouldn't want insurance. But I collided in this, and I woke up, and I was on the ground. This one lady rushed over to me, and my parents also ran over a little while later. And my mom had to talk to the guy who owned the car, and he was like, I can't remember it, but afterwards she said he didn't look like he was angry or he was sad. He just felt like he was dead inside.
Like goddamn kids constantly run into my van.
It's like a clip show in my brain. Just like the vampire moment.
You've never told this to me before.
No?
No, you've never once. This is the first you've heard it first here, folks. I never knew this about you.
Yeah.
I've ridden my bike for so much longer than you have, and yet you have caused more property damage.
Then I you.
I guess I know why you don't ride your bike.
Yeah. That was fun. Also, I went to one of the small theme park things around here, and I remembered, I got Vietnam flashbacks of the birthday party that we had at one of our friends. That was at one of those parks where we had those tickets that we go on any rides with.
Oh, amusement park.
And then you guys got me to ride the.
Oh, I feel bad. I'm sorry. Listen,
if
I have a fear of if you're, I have a right to be afraid of spiders. If you have a right to be afraid of roller coaster.
I don't have a right to be afraid of them. I know I'm gonna be fine, and even when I go on them, I know I'm gonna be fine. I just don't like that kind of thrill or that.
And I don't like being near spiders, so
Oh,
I know I'm gonna be fine.
If you don't understand and you're confused why it sounds different, Paper was afraid of a spider that was kind of next to him, not really.
It was
when
very
we were
close.
Sitting. It was not close at all.
It was.
It was 1 foot away on the horizontal axis and about 2 feet away on the vertical axis.
That was not 2 feet away. That was like a foot. It was like a foot and a foot. Maybe a little higher.
Square root of 5 feet away.
I don't think so, but sure. I don't know. You're the math. You're better at math than I am. But
So that's why it sounds different. We had to go inside.
I'm sorry, man. It's just, not only that, but you fucked with the spider too. You
I
could have.
didn't finish my. You understand the story, but the listeners don't.
Oh, continue.
So they probably should. Unless you want to say something.
You fucked with it. You swung a hose.
Oh,
at
I
it.
tried to swing a hose.
You
at
could have turned on the hose and blasted the spider
Well, I
away.
didn't know where your faucet was.
You could have
and
asked
you weren't
me.
doing it.
You could have
I
asked
asked you. I said maybe we should turn on the hose.
I said we could turn on the hose.
And I said okay, that's a good idea, and you just didn't do anything.
I thought that you were gonna do it. I'm sorry, because it's not. It doesn't.
I don't live here.
It doesn't. Sorry.
I hire you
I'm
to
sorry.
live here.
I'm sorry. It's next time you want to know. It's behind the couch.
Okay.
Next time you want to know, it's behind the damn couch. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I was caught in.
But we were on the
fear.
we were on this spinny ride, which it would spin really fast.
Mm.
And afterwards, I was just like, I had just tears running down my face. I wasn't like sad, but I was crying.
You were afraid.
Yes, I was got it. Well, was I genuinely was I afraid for my life, or was I just definition afraid?
Definition afraid.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Okay. I didn't think I was gonna die, but I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah, you definitely did not. Like
And everyone was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." And you sat next to me, I think.
Yeah, I got to witness that entire display.
I was like, "Oh," I don't think I said anything. I think I was just mouth shut.
Yep. You hated it so much.
Yeah.
And that just reinforces in my mind how weak you are.
Emotionally and physically.
I'm a big guy that's afraid of spiders. You can at least give me that. But you're afraid of the spinny ride. That, like, it tucks you in.
I don't like the feeling of the spinny ride. If I was forced to go on it, and it was like the Grim Reaper came to my house and was like, "Hey, bub, you want to keep living?" No. Well, okay, for the sake, let's say you want to keep living. Go on the spinny ride. And I was like, "Oh, okay, fine. I'll do that." And I'll dislike it. But actually, that was the first time I ever went on that spinny ride, so that's half the reason.
Man. I feel only a little bit bad about that day.
Only a little bit?
Only a little bit. Because it's the same. You think my fear of spiders is silly. So I'm allowed to think that your fear
I'm not afraid of it. I just disliked it. I did not like the feeling of it.
You disliked it to the point of shaking and crying. I would like to say that is fear.
Well, I wasn't like crying of fear. I can agree that was necessary, but it wasn't like I was so afraid afterwards. I was like, I was more of, as I was running in it, I was like, why did I let people put me in this situation? What are you doing? Oh God, this is not going to end for a while. When will this be over?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I was like,
Man, that was a weird day. Like, it was fun and also bad.
Yeah. I can't remember anything else from it. Also, I didn't write anything else.
Yeah, I know. You sat on the
Before
sidelines.
and after.
Before and after. You sat on the sidelines the entire damn day.
Oh, right. I was going to say a story about monkey business.
Monkey business.
So every once in a while, lately I've been, what's the term? I guess moody. No, what's the wistful? Wistful's the word.
Ah, yes, wistful and at peace.
No, wistful's like you're staring off from a sunset. It's like.
Oh yeah, and you took that picture of me earlier.
Yeah, that's a wistful. Put that on an album.
Put that on an album. I'm almost tempted to have you put that as the picture of the podcast.
For this episode, do you want me to do that?
I should have worn a piece of paper in front of my face like I usually do.
Well, no, we don't see your face. It's in the back.
I know, but I still should have.
I don't think they would have seen it.
Yeah,
it would be on the front anyway.
I kind of wish that I put a piece of paper on for that, because that was honestly a good picture.
Yeah. Okay, do you want me to put that on for this video?
We can do that. As long as you can't see my face, yes, we can definitely do that.
Okay. So, definitely can't see your face. Maybe the back of it, but like...
I should have definitely put on my piece of paper. I put on a piece of paper for literally every picture that I do. Like, that's not for family.
I hope there's no landmarks in the background.
There's no landmarks, no.
Okay. So, either way,
it's just a broken down house, that's it.
Yeah. So I've been wistful lately. And I've been sitting on my porch, looking out on the sky at nighttime, listening to music. Right? And I've been staying up to like 1 a.m. most nights, 3 a.m. sometimes. And then usually the last 3 hours are just me sitting on my porch, just being wistful. Having whist.
Increased whist.
Roll for whist, roll for your,
roll for whistiness.
Whist saving throw.
Whist saving throw. Nat 20.
That's what Luke has.
Easy.
Luke Skywalker. He always rolls a nat 20 on his whist. But every time, at 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., 12, so forth, right? I see these biker boys.
Boys.
This is 12, these are children, and this is 12 to 3 a.m. and there's these people on their bicycles going down the street, and they're just talking to each other, relatively loud,
Huh.
at 3 a.m. I call them the biker boys, even though it's never the same person. I never see the same person. I always just call them the biker boys.
Wow.
They roll down the street and they're chatting to each other. And then, the next day, I was like, oh, that's really weird. I went out again. Most biker boys I've ever seen. There was like sets of 5 every few seconds. That's like it's like, at an airport, you have those people with the little things that tell you when the plane's to go.
Uh-huh.
It's like the guy was just going like this, constantly sending people out. It was like they're off my field of view, and he was just go, go, go.
Go, go, go. We gotta interrupt his music time. It sounds amazing and horrible at the same time.
It was so weird. And then
is it like it seems like a mythological event or some shit like that.
And then a night or two ago, there was like this. They're not even biking anymore. They're just walking. They're walking boys.
They're walking boys.
And the genders have changed.
They went from biker boys to walking women.
I still call them biker boys. No matter what. I think it's, you know why? I think it's when all the rich people from out of state come over.
Mm-hmm.
And go into their homes. And then they're like, hey kid, I'm rich and I don't care about you. You can sneak out if you want. You're like, yeah! I'm gonna go with my friend that I knew kinda, and we both happened to come here at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Yeah.
Biker boys.
The biker boys.
The
biking babies.
You want
biker babies, that's another one. That's a spin-off.
That's for the younger.
That's for the younger demographic.
No. That's the baby reboot.
That's the
like
baby
Muppet Babies, Total Drama-Rama,
Biker
all
Babies.
That jam from episode 1.
Are you gonna keep bringing this up whenever baby-related things come up?
Yes, but I remember there was a point in time in my life where I was a biker boy. Yeah, I had like my own little group. I remember.
Of biker babies?
Not biker babies.
Of biking baby boys.
Just biking boys. We were like 12.
Okay, did you go at like 3 a.m.?
12, 13. 3 a.m. no, but usually like 12, 11, 12.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What's it like? You know what? I'm gonna do an interview here to a former biking boy.
Former biker boy.
You know how like it has like a little tag under your like the name at top, like a little infographic shows up and it says name. No, it says
former biker boy.
Former biker boy. No, it says paper. Former bike in the description says former biker boy.
Like that one meme of like Tommy, 12 years old, alcoholic.
It's like the John Mulaney sketch where it talked about that he saw the one thing of someone who started drinking when they were 6.
Jesus.
It was this one woman who started drinking when she was 6, and he was like, I don't even imagine what I'd be like drunk at 6.
Imagine being drunk at 6 years old.
Yeah, I know.
I
don't want to repeat all his jokes. These are good jokes, but he was like his dad come over. He's like, what have you been doing all day? And he was like, collaring.
Man. Alright, anyway, continue.
Oh, yeah.
Interview, sorry.
So, former biking boy, what was the experience for you as a biking boy?
Well, that's back when I could see, so it was definitely a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
It was mostly with my brother, the ambassador of Big Macs.
Yeah,
Fun
I don't
fact,
think
he's my brother. That's plot.
Oh yeah, no, we don't have an episode. Remember, because the audio
yeah,
sucks.
that's right.
You don't know about
so
that episode.
The ambassador of Big Macs is gonna have to come back, but not really come back, but just come,
Yeah,
eventually.
he's gonna have to be here eventually.
Yeah, but it was his group of friends mostly. It was like 2 guys. It was a guy that went to our school for a year.
Is this when you lived in a different location?
No, this is when I lived here.
Whoa, you were a biker boy back then?
Yes, I was.
Oh no!
It was back when
You're one of those.
It was back when we just started becoming friends.
Oh wait, is it that one kid who did the Disney Channel thing? The one person?
Is he a little chunky?
I think so.
Freckles?
I think so. Red hair?
Hey, I'd say oranges, but yeah. Like, was it all like on the sides and stuff? I think we were talking
Orange
about the
hair.
same
I think we're talking. I didn't know he was in your biker boy.
Yeah,
Your
he was a good friend
Oh, really?
of my brother. Like, they were great friends. They still talk. They still do shit together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even though he's moved back. And his brother, they both, like, the three of them would bike, and one day I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going too. And we just did that for, like, a good couple of months. It was pretty calm, you know. They would usually talk about their normal stuff, which is weird shit. My brother has a very weird sense of humor, which eventually rubbed off on me.
So you were allowed to just go biking?
Yeah, my mom wanted me out of the house by any means possible.
I remember how ecstatic she was when you started doing tennis. You started playing tennis with me every now and then.
Yeah, it's because, you know, I still am a fat fuck.
You're not. No, you're not. You're not that chunk. You're not a chunkster.
I guess I'm not that fat, but man, when you have like an Xbox group of friends, they really do not. Especially, I told you about Fled.
Do you mean
Especially
how they,
him.
like,
He lets nothing go.
Yeah.
He does not sugarcoat anything. He does not have that part of the conveyor belt of a brain where something goes in and it becomes all like
You mean a
nice and stuff.
filter? You mean a
He does not have a filter.
Okay,
He
yeah.
does not. Like, this man, I'll just go, man, I'm eating too much. I think, man, I feel fat. You are. You are fat. Yeah. Keep eating, big boy.
Did he say that?
No, my other friend would say that. But
I hope I'm not too close to the mic. I was kind of closer than you.
nah, you were laying back when you were laughing about that. But man, oh, that was loud. Sorry.
That's good.
That it was. It's an experience. Cause like.
I would like.
They don't. I remember. The four of us recently got a game called Rec Room. It's like a VR game, but you can get it on Xbox. My brother was playing on the VR.
You have a VR?
Yeah, we have one upstairs. It's the Quest. It runs all right, but the graphics aren't all that good.
I've never VR'd.
You're very weak. I don't think I even want you to try it because you're gonna get sick.
No, I didn't. I've never proper VR'd. I've done like there was this little shop where they ran like it was on the big place. Yeah. I went
I know
there.
where this is going.
I went on those. It was like a little pod that you sat
Yeah, a
in.
little
It would
pod,
move forward and back and so forth. I've done those and I didn't get sick at all.
Well, yes, but when you're actually moving on your own, it gets a lot more
I would like to try
intricate.
it.
I could probably have you try it. I know my brother would not mind at all, but the thing is I'm worried if you would get motion sick.
Well, if I get motion sick, it's my fault, right?
Well,
Not my fault, but like you don't have to worry about
I'll let you in for like a half an hour. You can play whatever game we have. We have a decent selection of games.
Just because I'm physically weak and emotionally weak doesn't mean I'm mentally weak.
You're mentally strong. That's what you make up for. But
Yeah.
like, I still don't know about it. Anywho, sorry. Back to the topic.
Doesn't matter. Yep.
We were playing. We were doing charades and something, but since we were on Xbox, we couldn't move all that well, so we just vaguely described it. And I drew a card called Exercise that I had to act out, and all I said was, "This is something that I do not do."
Wait, you can do that? You can say stuff in charades?
No, we were just doing it that way because we couldn't move.
Oh,
So we just
okay.
kept vaguely referencing stuff like
Okay,
that.
yeah.
We also had like a thing that we could draw with, but drawing with 2 analog sticks is hell.
Yeah.
And all I had to say was, "This is something that I do not do." And the motherfucker that I have upstairs that is related to me by blood instantly said, "Exercise." Quickly followed up by, "Fled." The motherfucker. Those assholes. They got the card in less than 5 seconds. I hated them, but they got it right. I set myself up for that one. Oh my god. It can't even make my blood boil because that situation is just so funny. I will forever remember it as a stupid moment. I love them so much. They're my best friends. I've known them even longer than you. And literally anybody else here. They're great guys, really. Although, like I said, very blunt.
Yeah. I've never had like a blunt friend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're
If
wonderful.
there was someone who was blunt to me, I wouldn't be their friend. So never like the possibility would go in there. Probably just because I'd find it too uncomfortable to be around.
Blunt.
Not for myself, but like usually if they're blunt, they're emotional and humorous in a way that I don't like.
Oh, you don't like blunt people.
Well, usually the jokes in it, especially usually the jokes.
Fled's
in it.
funny as shit. I find him so goddamn funny.
What's an example of a Fled joke?
Mm.
Or you can't say it here.
Yeah, I can't say it.
Okay, that's enough for me to not like it.
Well,
So are you allowed to say their names?
I mean, that's not his full, like, gamer tag or anything.
Alright.
I remember, I looked it up. There's a lot of people with the name Fled in their name. But this guy, he's not just blunt, that's the thing. He has, like, a lot of different things to him. One of the things that our other friend who jumps on, I'm hesitating a little. It's not that bad, but he's openly Asian.
Mm-hmm.
And I have another friend that loves poking fun at that.
Okay.
It's something. And he's black. So sometimes Fled gets back at him. And it's jokes like that. It's race joke.
I see.
Yeah. It's
Something like that.
It's a bit uncomfortable, yes.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's just, but the way he delivers them, spot on. Anybody who loves dark humor, moi.
Okay.
Like that's the chef's kiss
The
of
thing
dark
is,
humor.
I know a lot of it. You said you were playing Sea of Thieves with them a lot.
Yeah, I played.
And I know a lot about Sea of Thieves, or relatively a good amount
Uh-huh.
about Sea of Thieves. So I want to share my knowledge, but on the other hand, I can't emotionally probably
Handle
play
it.
with them.
Yeah.
I'm a weak baby boy.
Although, there's probably one thing that both of you guys have in common. Fled's a weeb.
A weeb?
Yep, watches a lot of anime, and I mean a lot.
I don't watch that much.
I know, but you watch more than me.
Which is zero?
You don't watch anime?
Nope.
I remember you'd be telling me a lot about Dr. Stone.
No, I heard about them.
You never?
I like watching theories about them.
I thought you were
Recaps
watching
about
these. I thought you were actually watching them.
No. I just like watching the theories and the recaps about them.
You had me tricked. You had me bamboozled.
Bam McBoozled?
Bam McBoozled. Like, my God.
Yeah.
I thought that you were
I've
an
seen-
anime enthusiast.
Nope, I've seen one and it was Erased, and that's very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only one. I
Huh.
watched the first episode of something else, I'm like, no.
Nah.
No,
But there was
no.
also... Wasn't there also, the Adventures of Psyche K? That's
That
another one.
Yeah, no, I
that
forget
one was
about
good. That's good.
I
That's a
like
good-
I like the first season of that one. I don't like
First-
the second season as much. It's kind of weird.
I honestly just liked it in total. It
Really?
was nice.
I
Compared...
like that one.
Yeah. So that makes me more of a weeb than you.
Oh, also you haven't seen the new seasons yet.
There are new seasons.
Well, they tried to do a reboot, but it's not bad. It's not that long.
It's not bad.
They kind of reset the characters, so they didn't go as far with the progression.
I hate how in the original he never actually tells them that. I don't want to spoil anything, so. Yeah, I should probably shut up. But I hate how they leave us on a cliffhanger for that. Hate that. Hope the reboot does it.
Yeah, but the reboot, I think it just does something completely different. Oh, actually, no, it does continue it.
Yeah, it does.
The reboot does continue it.
Because
I just remembered.
because at the end, he doesn't actually. Yeah.
But it doesn't. The show it doesn't do any actual progression in it, except for this one like anime battle that they did.
Yeah. Because like for some reason
I only remember a little bit of it, and I'm not even sure if that was part of the second season.
it was part of the last season.
Time travel with his brother.
Time travel with his brother.
Was that reboot or end
That
of
was
season?
reboot. I do not remember that.
Okay.
I remember that
I'd say
he
check
fought
it out.
his brother.
There's like 6 episodes of it. There's
Yeah.
only like 6 episodes.
I'll probably.
They may have canceled it after the first 6.
Damn, that's a shame. I really like that series.
That was a fun show.
I love the characters. Especially Nendo. Nendo I will never forget.
The guy who did the 360, the 180 turn.
That guy, he's scary, but he's also amazing. He will forever be. He's good at everything, yet he's just not good looking. Like this man, that look. I think I sense my buddy. Nendo was the perfect character to introduce first thing.
Yeah, but I've only really seen 2, which is Erased in that one.
Yeah.
Have you seen Erased?
No.
No, that's like, I'd put that on probably like a proper HBO show.
What is it about?
It's about this guy who has like this weird power where he can jump back in time if something bad happened that he wants to switch. Let's say like there's like this truck driver hit into a kid. He can he's like without really that much choice. It's like this butterfly flaps by and he jumps back in time before it happens and he can go and save it. And they never explain how he gets the power, which I kind of love. Because it's kind of like this vague situation. And he jumps and he remembers the story. He comes in for an interview, in a questioning about how in the old small town they used to live in, because he lives in a big city now, and he's adult with like a part-time job. But in the old small town he used to live in when he was a kid, one of the children got abducted. Actually, no, 3 kids, or 2, forget. So
X amount of kids.
And he never heard about it because his mom kind of held it secret. So he McFlooshoozled out of time. Well, actually, there's something else that happens there.
Did he become a child? A child man's again?
Yeah, he went because he always goes back to his old body.
I see.
So he goes back as a child.
So he like transports his mind back.
So he's like a 27-year-old in
a kid's body.
10-year-old's body, and he has to try to save this girl and then this other person.
That's interesting. That's pretty cool.
Most of the show focuses around the first girl that gets abducted, and not so much the second one. The second one they kind of just like breeze by.
It's like, hurry up.
And then super creepy mode, and we cut to the future. So I'd say check it out. It's like I think it's on Netflix.
Is it?
Last time I checked.
I'll check it out, but right now Fled is gonna have me watch another series. It's a bit hard to juggle 2 at once. Especially since he wanted to binge it today, but he woke up late, so we couldn't do it. But we're going to.
Yeah.
This guy's really good at pulling out randomly good anime from nowhere. Like
your friend?
Yeah, because like I said, he's a weeb.
Yep.
He's watched his animes and stuff like that.
Well, plural.
Yeah, plural anime, yeah. Anime shmanime. But he showed me 3 really good ones so far. He showed me the most recent one that we finished. It was called, I believe, Vivi's Fluorite Eyes Song?
Never heard of that.
You should definitely watch it if you ever can. It's good. It's like basically robots, very advanced civilization. Robots become sentient, kill people, But this robot who's unaffected, these 2 robots that are unaffected have to go back in time, go through key events to try to stop it. It's very good. I love the characters, love the storytelling, gory as hell.
Yeah.
It's very gory. Looks great, very gory.
Yeah.
Oof. And it really makes you feel. I will say it's definitely a good watch. But like I said, gory.
Yeah, what are the other 2?
Other 2. That time I was reincarnated as a slime. That one's still ongoing. That was the second one he showed me. It's basically this guy, he's stabbed, he dies, reincarnates as a slime, meets this extremely powerful dragon guy that pretty much gives him his powers, and he becomes like a, have you ever heard the definition of someone being a main protagonist because nothing can go wrong ever?
Uh-oh, one of those, yeah.
Except it's done well, It's not done badly. He's like confused about everything, so he doesn't know how to do things like well, and he has like a little guide with him.
Okay.
It's very interesting. The characters are pretty nice. I love how things progress. There are so far 2 seasons. The second one's unfinished. First one, best character, in my opinion. I loved. I forget his name because he doesn't show up that much anymore. There's this dwarf guy that absolutely haymakers someone.
Okay.
He was amazing. Him and this other like orc guy, or not orc, hobgoblin guy named Rigor, I think his name was. He went from like a scrawny he went from you to Mega Chad.
I see, yeah.
And I love him. I still love him, but he's overshadowed by another guy that I'm not going to say in case someone wants to watch it.
And the third one?
The third one is called, I believe, Rise of the Shield Hero. It's been a long time since I've watched that because...
Wait, that one sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's decently popular. It's pretty much about this guy who is brought to another world to serve as a hero among 3 other guys. They're all from different, like, parallel worlds. And basically he draws the short end of the stick.
I think I heard about that one.
Yeah, and shitty things keeps happening to him.
Okay.
Eventually he adapts and it actually becomes pretty cool. We got a few
Pretty
interesting
nifty.
characters. Yeah, it's pretty nifty.
Oh, also, didn't you want to jump on one thing? You said you wanted
Oh yeah, I can
to-
jump on that. But yo, those are the 3 animes that he's shown me so far. All bangers, like every single one of them. I will watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Though I will say, Vivi's broke me. Like I've never felt so much emotion for a goddamn show before.
Yeah.
Like goddamn, that was something. It was really something. It was so good. It was done so well. My God.
Yeah.
Though the end felt a little hopeless,
Right.
rushed. But that's it. That's it. That's just me. I know
Yeah.
it's very good still.
I watched probably every animated show by Disney Cartoon Network. Not Nickelodeon, I don't care about them. Not every, actually I should say. I watch all the things I think are good.
Like, okay, yeah, like
I'm saying
shows
I
that
watch-
like air on like cable TV.
Let me fix that.
Like, yeah.
I don't watch every show made by them, but I do watch shows made by them.
Uh-huh.
And, because, for example, I watched Star Wars Force of Evil.
Yep.
For Cartoon Network, I finished up Adventure Time. I didn't watch the original seasons.
Mm-hmm. I gotta
I can't
watch
think of
Adventure
many like
Time
that.
sometime.
When I say that I watch all shows, that made me think that I watched like Teen Titans Go, or what's the other one? What's the other Cartoon Network one?
The
baby
Amazing World of Gumball is another one that airs on Cartoon Network a lot now.
one? No, I was talking about the other baby one.
The other baby one? Teen Titans Go.
No, Total Dramarama, or Dramarama Baby.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't watch that. Don't watch it.
Oh.
I don't watch that. No.
Butchered that show.
I should
Total Drama
change
was
my
good.
wording. I watch shows made by them, mostly.
Shows that actually had care put into them.
Yes.
Oh my god, Total Dramarama was such a letdown.
Star vs. Force and the Evil. Everyone says the finals, I agree. The final seasons weren't as good. They said the ending was absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous in comparison to the rest of the ending seasons.
Uh-huh.
I disagree. I think it was equally as bad as the ending seasons. So not good, but better than.
Not good, but better than.
Better than absolutely horrible.
Better than. Worse.
Oh, also, I hate when because this happened at the end of Star vs. Force of Evil.
I wouldn't spoil it in case there's someone who has.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Now if I talk about the thing I hate, it'll spoil it for people.
Yeah.
Okay, so move on to your thing.
Alright, I'll
nobody
move
cares
on to my
about
thing.
my thing.
But yeah, I still, if I could real quick, Total Dramarama was the worst thing that could happen to that show. I really when I was
Wait.
younger, I really liked
Wait,
the
was Total Dramarama the original or the reboot?
No, it's the reboot.
What's the original called?
Total Drama.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The Rama was added later.
Yeah, oh man, I hate that they rebooted it because it was so.
What's so wrong with it? Remember the reboot
Listen.
to Rick and Morty is gonna be Rick and Mortis. It's gonna be them as old people
Oh.
when they're dead, right? The baby reboot.
It's
a baby
quite the opposite of a baby reboot.
It's a baby reboot. That's when they're
Imagine.
dying.
But that's the problem. It's that the original thing was about it's like an animated it like pokes fun at like live action like shows that like have challenges. Like you remember what's a good example of this? Destroy Build Destroy. Do you remember that? That's an old.
Nope.
That was an old. No.
I've only heard about it. I never really watched Cartoon
Network when it was old. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
My family
Yeah.
always spent money on a recording,
Yeah. Okay.
On
Okay.
like a DVR,
I see.
and I was like, okay, I know what shows to watch, so I'll just say
Yeah.
this.
Okay. But it's pretty much challenges like how that was, but like a lot less thinky because Destroy Build Destroy was about destroying something, then making something that would do something completely different, like
Yeah,
taking a
isn't that-
car and turning it into a ballista.
I've only heard
kind of
about
thing.
that show when I saw like videos about the history of Cartoon Network when they were in
Yeah.
their like live action phase.
Yeah, that was gross. I don't like that. But it pretty much poked fun at live action shows like that. Moreover, so like stuff like not even survival, but like those shows that like have it's drama. Yeah, it's definitely
So,
drama.
you-
But they
a
have like
reality
random
TV
ass
show.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they have like random ass challenges in between. Like one that I can remember clearly is when they had to eat like a large, like comedically large plate of pancakes, but they had like booby traps and gross shit in it. And that's pretty much Total Drama summed up. Gross, interesting.
Bad near the end.
Not really, no. It was actually pretty good.
That's what I heard.
It was pretty good all the way through. I don't think there was... I stopped watching after, like, the, there was some motherfucker named Mike. He went through an entire thing. He was, like, the main character of the show, even though there's not really a single main character. But I stopped watching after that one. And I never thought it was really that bad. But then again, I was a kid. Or, I say kid, I was, like, 10.
That's a kid.
Basically.
Yeah.
But that was
I'm
only
a kid
like,
still.
well, I mean, yeah, I guess so.
I'd call us children.
Children. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, by definition, we are little tiny children, man.
Little tiny baby.
Little tiny baby man.
Baby boy.
But I really liked that show. It was really good to pass the time.
We just wasted enough time. What was the thing you wanted to bring up? Remember? 30 minutes in? You want to
30
bring it up?
minutes in, yes, I can go with that.
If you want to.
I remember writing it down, but I don't even have to look at that. That's how much it makes me angry.
Oh, was it about the
Just
game thing?
yeah, it's about that game
Okay,
that I was
gonna
gonna get
time
into
you
last time.
for. Oh, well, no, we're near the end.
Yeah, we're near the end. I can go this for like 10 minutes, then we can go
10
into
minutes?
something.
Okay, I'll put you on timer for 10 minutes.
Okay. Welcome to paper ranting about stuff from his past.
Corner.
Corner, yes.
It's
Okay. Just tell me when the time
Why
is.
did I open my calculator? The thing is, I opened the clock first. I was like, oh, that's not right, and I opened the calculator.
When the clock was the right thing. Huh. Smart. That's why you're the smart one, monkey. Anywho, I remember a long time ago with my console friends, and another console friend that I don't talk to anymore, sadly, because he's still stuck on this game. We were absolute.
Oh wait, so you had a console friend and they're still playing this when you
Yeah,
stopped?
they're still playing this after we stopped. There was this one game. It was so well made. I loved it like a few years back. It had like versatility, replayability. It looked amazing, even though the game was simple in its finer details. The controls were great. But there were people constantly complaining about it. It was a little bit unbalanced, and I spent way too long playing it.
Oh, is it like a can't describe it like Overwatch kind of game?
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
It's actually, I juggled Overwatch with this game for a little while, but eventually this game overtook it, because I just felt so much better playing this game than Overwatch, because
Yeah.
Overwatch is more unbalanced than, was more unbalanced than this one.
Okay.
And this game in particular is called For Honor.
I've heard of it.
This game its basic premise is medieval factions pretty much fighting each other to gain land and stuff like that. It's like a third-person controlled fighting environment.
Third person.
Yeah, third person. It's not. If it was first person, it would be a mess.
Kind of like a StarCraft thing where it's like.
I've never played StarCraft, but
I've just seen like.
it's not. No, you're in the action. You are the soldier.
Oh, I think.
It's like I said. It's like Overwatch.
Oh,
there
you
are-
are the soldier.
Yeah, you are the soldier. There's
But
four,
you're not in the first person view of it.
Not first person. I say third person as in the camera's behind you. That's third
okay.
person.
I thought you meant like you were
That's third-
watching over the battlefield. Or something.
That's commonly that's third person omniscience. This is more of a third person limited
okay.
kind of this kind of thing. Sorry, I should have been a
No,
little more
it's good.
specific. And this game was great. There were knights, Vikings, and samurai. In the beginning, I was a part of the Knights faction because they were just the meme faction to go to because they never won a faction war. And a faction war is when you have more land on the overarching map. You get special buffs and stuff per battle, and you just wipe out everybody else. Vikings was the tryhards. Samurai was, okay, you're going to lose, deal with it, you'll get better. Kind of thing back then. But Vikings just dominated everything. And when you choose a faction to be a part of, it doesn't limit the heroes that you play. Like, you can play a Viking character as a samurai faction. It's versatile like that. I played the second most memed character at the time. This guy was named Lawbringer. He was very tall. He had third most memed at this point. Sorry. Very tall, had a long ass halberd, and he had spammable emotes. Everybody has spammable emotes, but his were one of the best. Like, man, you could just... He had an emote that literally made him dab. Back then, dabbing was the thing.
Oh, no. It wasn't ironic yet?
It wasn't ironic yet. But
no.
even still, it was just funny to spam, because he also shouted when he did it. So I just kept hearing, ha, hurrah, ha, as I was doing it, and it was amazing. Fled, he played this guy called Centurion, who was the worst character in the game. He was so readable that he had to rely on parries so badly in punishing. If I explained the entire combat process in the game, I'm not going to. So yeah, he became very good at the game, better than me. He could parry every heavy that I tried to hit him with, no matter what, even if I feinted it, which is just canceling it. He was insane. He played that game for an entire year straight, nothing else.
Yeah.
He got enough steel, which is the currency of the game, to get a year's worth of champion status, which increases his steel XP and XP gain. And now Battle Pass gain. Battle Passes is when the game kind of started getting old.
Battle Pass?
Yeah, there was a Battle Pass eventually, where if you just played the game, you got...
What are Battle Passes again? I never got
Battle Passes, you pretty much play the game and you earn XP by doing certain things. And you also earn it idly, and you gain specific awards.
For getting XP?
Yep.
That seems like that get annoying.
Oh yeah, very much so. Especially when there's two tiers. Free to play and paid. If you pay for the Battle Pass, you get so many other things. And non-paid is like, okay, you leveled up, good job. Level up 5 more times and you get like 500 steel. Which is not a good amount of steel.
Yeah.
It was not worth the time put into it, but hey, we still played it anyway. And I had another friend who also played Lawbringer.
It's weird, the thing that saves games like that are not the things that the developers are trying to add.
Yeah.
Like, for people that still play that game, they think to themselves, like, oh, we won't focus on that, we'll just try to have fun.
Yeah. And it ends up being focused on.
Rather than being like, we gotta get XP to keep playing, that's why we keep playing. You're like, no, I don't want the XP.
At some points it's a grind, some points it's not.
And I wonder if developers, like, they see that, like, people don't, like, care about the XP.
I don't know.
Or not. I don't know.
Well, XP, the more XP you have on a character, he gains reputation, which is just 21 levels. And the more reputation you have, the more customizable things that you can have on your guy.
I apologize about that. One of our friends just messaged me in the middle of the podcast.
Put your phone on silent. But I put 18 levels into a single guy. The max you can have is 70. I was never close. And I customized the shit out of him. It was a great experience all in all. I had another Lawbringer friend and my brother. He played this guy called Warden, who was pretty much the basic bitch of literally every hero. So yeah, we were a night squad for a while.
Kit says hi.
Oh.
Say hi.
Hi. And then you're just gonna text it to me.
Yeah.
You're going to make me say something mean, I know, but...
You think so? I think I'm gonna make you say something mean?
Yes.
What do you think I made you say?
Bye.
Ha. Wrong. I'm the boring man.
Oh, you're the boring man.
I actually did the right thing.
Wow. You are so much nicer than my console friend. And you use me.
He said, tell him I'm sending my adoring love.
Let me just message him real quick.
Message.
So he said he's sending his adoring love.
Yeah.
Don't. Alright, let's continue. Anywho, do not disturb is on. Whatever he sends me, I'm gonna have to see it after. Let me continue.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Technical difficulty.
Hey Bear, could you be quiet? We're doing a thing. We have to do it inside this time. We're doing a thing. We're gonna have to be real quiet. Are you just going out? You just going out? Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Alright, thank you. Sorry, we're doing a thing. Alright. Sorry. Let me continue. For Honor. Continuing. Where it got bad was when they nerfed the guy that I loved playing. And nerfing, I don't know if you know what it means. It means to pretty much make someone bad. Like, change them.
Nerfing was like, if the player is good, you gotta bring it to a level.
No. This one was a character that... This character was never good. He was always mid-tier. I don't know why people complained about him. Because there were literally guys that would play this one character called Raider. And he got nerfed on his own, but like... Actually, no, he became mid-tier. He's not a good example. Warden, he was actually very good. Because he could cancel attacks into like a free, reactable dash, which was annoying to catch. So they nerfed my boy Lawbringer because he couldn't get interrupted when he did a shove. And he also slowed down his attacks. And they also made him do less damage. And then right afterwards, they added an old man Lawbringer from the story mode of the game, who is the most broken character I have ever seen. Oh my god. They nerfed him down since then. This was years ago.
Yeah.
They released something called the CCU as well, which is the core combat update, where everything takes more stamina now.
40 seconds.
40 seconds? Okay. So basically what went wrong is that my main got fucking annihilated. Fled started getting bored of the game, especially, and then Scent was buffed, which is cool, but he got buffed to the point where he couldn't do his funny combo, which is literally just an animation where you do half the other guy's health, which is funny, especially when you pair him with Lawbringer.
So he was actually better than the combo.
Yeah, he was better. He was
so
good.
Which is less fun because the combo.
No, doing the combo was amazing, especially when he had me, because Lawbringer could do 2 top heavies, which is his most heaviest damaging thing, and it stuns the enemy. So we just insta-killed whoever we fought together, as long as I didn't fuck things up. But it was beautiful. It was a beautiful combo, and then they ruined that. And then they ruined it. They ruined it all.
Ooh, that's
pretty loud. Okay, but if I could just wrap up my thoughts.
Nope.
No?
You have no choice. Nope.
No? Okay, I don't care. So, in the end, we ended up abandoning the game after we spent all that time into it. We played this game for about a year and a half, and we had so much fun. A lot has happened since then, since I've seen. They added more customization, more characters. The reason I bring this up is because a new character was released about a week ago. I forget his name at the moment, but he's like another campaign character that everybody's been asking for. And he's...
Have you tried getting back into the game since?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yes, but it's just not the same when Lawbringer is still just a husk of what he used to be.
New. Like, you knew that it was once something.
Yeah, and now it's
so it's
just
kind of
worse.
weird to try to get to what you used to have.
I feel bad. I feel bad for spending money on that game.
Why?
Because like, I never really It was towards the end when we were leaving. I was trying to save me and my friends a love for the game, but it just didn't work. And now I don't think that...
You spent money on like cosmetics or something?
Not cosmetics. I bought an expansion, which gave me... There is another faction called Marching Fire that I didn't go into.
Uh-oh, but you paid money to try to get better things?
No. When they came in, they had an expansion that could give you all 4 characters for free and a in-game thing called Arcade, which is just randomly generated campaign missions.
Oh, okay. So it's more like you can pay extra to get more things. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but it would get annoying, especially since a lot of these things just get extremely unbearable at the time, and you can only have up to 2 people in the arcade.
You can also think about it this way. How long do you think your love of doing that combo would have lasted?
Very long time. I never got sick of it while he was good.
Really?
Never, not once. Anytime we pulled it off, I would just be happy. And I started getting into this other guy called Warlord, who I ended up having to do a 1v3 clutch in a game, and I did it successfully. So I fell in love with them.
When you bring this into different scope, you always remember the best things about a past, right?
Yeah.
Well, unless it's like a bad thing.
It was a very good thing. For Honor was such a good game.
For example, when humans remember things, there's two specific reasons. Either something is terrifying, and there's a chance that you die, and you want to tell the rest of the tribe that, hey, there's a bear in that forest.
Hey, there is a large dog over there.
I will always remember that there's a bear and a big boy doggo over there. Or you remember something super nice, and then you tell everybody, hey, you do this thing. It's good for us because it makes happiness, right? So if you remember the happiest thing about that, what's the chance, how many memories near the end, even before he started getting nerfed? If he never got nerfed, you would get bored of it.
I would,
eventually. But
it would be more natural. I wouldn't be forced to give him up. Because that's the thing.
So at least at the very least, you feel like you had to give him up.
No.
Even if
I would have rather gotten bored of him. That's the thing. Because if I got bored of Lawbringer, then I would still have passion to play the other characters that I enjoyed. Like Black Prior, Warlord, Valkyrie. Who was another guy that I like playing? I know there was one more. He was another big guy.
But I get the gist, yeah.
Yeah, Shigoki.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so I see what you mean.
Yeah. It's truly a shame that I was forced to, like...
Drop him?
Yeah, especially since Fled was getting bored of the game, and For Honor is not fun without friends. You can try to play it single player, especially when you're bad at the game, you just feel like you're throwing.
So how's your friend feel that now they're playing it kind of alone?
He doesn't give a fuck. Remember, he's blunt. He's very open to his feelings to me. Like, he will never go back to For Honor, and I know he will never.
No, I thought you said one person still played it.
The one guy that still played it, we don't talk no more.
Oh.
Yeah, he fucked right off. He never really talks. We came back one time together just to see what the hell was going on, me and Fled. He invited us to a party instantly, though, so I'd like to think that he'd still be willing to be friends, but that's like the only thing he plays. For Honor. Just constantly. Yeah.
That's weird. You know what? It's a very it's very like a double-sided sword, or like what is it called? A
double-edged sword.
That doesn't really make sense because isn't a double-edged sword good? The idea is that like you'd hurt your other side.
The idea is that you hurt both at once.
Yeah, but like you would never hit yourself with a double-edged sword. You'd shank with it.
Well, yes, but I think the idea is that you're holding it like horizontal to your chest, and the person is right in front of you.
Okay, that's a very specific situation.
I know, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be. That
Either way,
both sides can get hit.
Kind of like a double-edged sword, or like this weird situation where you're no longer talking to them because they're not playing the game anymore, or you're not really sharing an interest anymore.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, they're also, if they like playing the game enough to not talk to people they used to talk to about anymore, it means they really enjoy the game or are addicted. But we're gonna move that out of the conversation for now.
Yeah.
So if they enjoy the game enough to separate themselves from people, is it still sad to think that they're still like?
The thing is, that's the only game that we had together. That's the thing.
Oh.
On Xbox, if you don't have the same game as somebody, there's really no point in being friends. Which is a shame. I did get Minecraft for him though. He just didn't like it, which was a shame. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
He was a good guy too. He was pretty funny at the time. And this was also when I had another good friend who doesn't go online anymore, which is a shame. British guy. Really funny.
Yeah.
It's extremely funny.
He also played For Honor?
He also played for a while. He was dog ass at it. He was worse than my other friend who I was talking about earlier. Not Fled, but the other one that pokes fun at Fled. And man, it was really fun. Cause like he would get angry, but like he wouldn't get angry to the point where he would want to break something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just really reinforced the fact that I put through a lot of work to get to how good I was back then, and now I'm back to being a meek old peasant, just wearing some ironclad armor, having a long axe thingy, and being very tall.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Is human relationship greater than independent like happiness? Like if someone enjoys playing a game more than they enjoy hanging around with people who also used to play the game, would like okay, yeah.
To me, I'll take the thing that you've said in this podcast before, that happiness is one of the most important things.
Yep.
I definitely would say that independent human happiness is much better
like,
than like forced human like connectability. Because sometimes
would it be forced so much?
well, if it's not giving you happiness, yes, very much it would be forced.
Well, okay, let's say like you had a friendship with somebody, right? But you don't have a game together that you play. You kind of just like imagine if the people who still play For Honor,
Yep.
would if they started playing games with you separately, and they'd still kind of act as themselves.
I would do anything to go back to there.
So you want to be friends with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you choose for a relationship with a human, to have like a friendship with a human, or to continue playing a game you enjoy that gives you happiness? Assuming the game gives you happiness and not just like an addiction.
So enjoy my time with a person or enjoy my time with a game?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
But only enjoying the game. But like playing less of the game.
To enjoy the person.
Or
then I would probably go for person.
Yeah.
Person is more versatile than the game. Although they both have their because like here's the thing, looking at it from a logical point of view, well, albeit a little mean, they both have their upsides. Like the game is versatile as in you could always get more friends.
Yeah.
And the friend is versatile as that you could always get more games.
Yeah.
So one's a little less money, but even still, I would still choose the friend over the game. Because if you have like one really close friend, then to a few like separate friends that play this game, it can get really hard.
Let's just say
I'd rather spend time with the
let's
close
just
friend.
say we're giving it like mathematical values. Let's just say the happiness that you get from the friend is the same as the happiness you get from the game.
Friend.
You still pick that.
Yes.
Because
eventually that will get bigger.
So you're
as
saying
the more time you spend together.
So you're saying okay. Yeah, I think that's interesting. But apparently I guess other people think differently. They must have, otherwise, you know.
Of course, it's hypothetical. Of course, people think differently. Yeah.
It's weird to think that people would, though.
I guess.
What I would still say, unless
but that's
they
only because
didn't feel that inspired to stay in touch. Maybe they were like, man.
I don't know.
I meet a lot of people.
Like we were pretty good pals. Like whenever we were on For Honor, he was on too, and he's like, "Hey yo, dap me up, homie," kind of thing. Like he would instantly like, "Hey yo, give me an invite, man. We'll clap them cheeks together." And it would usually be me and Fled, because my brother wouldn't always be on, since he would also play like Rainbow Six Siege, stuff like that. This is the time when he really got into Overwatch, and the three of us would go on our merry way, just causing absolute pain and grief to whoever we encountered, because 2 Lawbringers could get 2 top heavies along with the Centurion combo.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was such a wonderful time. I still get giddy when I think about it. I want to show you this one combo that I did with Fled that I still have, that I happened to record. He was playing Black Prior.
You can show it to me at one time.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I could show it to you later.
Man,
when we're done with this,
I'm
I could
surprised how late it is, because we said we'll start on 8:30.
Yeah.
It's 10:30.
10:30, yep. Because we spent
Which
like
is weird,
half
because
an
it
hour
only
just
went for an
catching
hour.
up. Yeah.
We sat for an hour just doing nothing.
Just doing nothing.
I wish it was fun.
It was fun. We were talking about D&D.
Oh, also, I was thinking about, remember last time how you kind of misunderstood my statements?
Yes.
So, I think it's going to be, do we want to end now?
We don't have to. I feel like we still have a lot to talk
I
about.
like talking. It sucks because, like,
Listen,
I don't...
Like, an hour straight isn't bad.
Because when a viewer looks at this, they're not like, oh, I don't want to sit here for an hour. When it comes to, like, an hour and 40 minutes long, they're not going to sit through all of it.
Mm-hmm.
An hour, they can, like, they put it on the background.
This probably won't last, like, 36 minutes. Yeah, good. I'm good at math. This probably won't last for 36 minutes. Just do your quick topic. Maybe.
Okay, how about we maximize it at 120?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Maximize.
Yep,
Okay.
120 is when we're ending.
But I was thinking maybe we should do real quick. So I was thinking about how you misunderstood my one statement.
Yeah, we were
I was
talking
thinking
about
about
like, if we
How silly. Not under your perspective, you're fine.
Yeah.
But how silly the misunderstanding was, because like that's not even my philosophy anymore.
Mhm.
Like, oh, everything's never gonna last forever. Oh, if you don't remember, I said nothing is. Did I say nothing is definite or nothing is finite? No, I said nothing is definite.
Mhm.
And paper thought that was nothing. Everything's gonna end eventually. But basically I'm meaning there's no specific morality towards any object or any state, right? There's no specific reason while kicking
What
a
does
grandma.
morality have to do with that?
When I say morality, I just mean good and bad.
Well, yes, but what does morality have to do with the the everlasting effect of something?
That it's not about the everlasting effect of anything. That's why we're
But
confused.
if nothing is definite,
Nothing is definite. I'm basically saying
okay, you
nothing.
gotta dumb this down for me.
Okay.
Your mental power is a lot
There is
stronger.
no this should be or this shouldn't be.
There is no this is and this not.
No, there is no this should be and this shouldn't be. Not is and isn't, should and shouldn't.
Should and shouldn't.
There is no
So
reason
that's-
anything should be the way it is compared to not being the way it is.
So
There is no actual reason.
there
why
is no
kicking-
reason why murder is bad.
So, yes, that's a far reach of it. Yeah.
But there is no reason. Oh.
There is
Oh
no.
my
Yeah,
God.
that's what I mean.
Oh, if you just said that. Oh man.
I'm sorry.
I misunderstood that so
I thought I tried to
badly.
explain it with kicking grandmas, but
Kicking grandma.
I'm not saying to humans murder isn't bad.
Well,
it is.
yeah,
We
it's
feel
bad.
that it's bad.
We feel that it's bad because morality.
because morality.
Because
But
morality.
if the universe was a person,
The universe
it wouldn't
wouldn't
care about
Mhm.
murder or kicking grandmas.
Yes.
So that's when I say nothing
Okay.
is definite.
I see.
Maybe I
You
should say there is no definite morality.
That would have probably helped.
All right, because sometimes I say stuff like,
Nothing is.
picking your nose and not picking your nose,
Yeah.
and that kind of when it comes to the definition of morality is looser.
Yeah.
You can't really call it morality as much, but I guess I will.
Mm.
Technically, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But maybe we should get through some of my monkey words. Do you wanna?
Monkey words.
Monkey words.
Monkey words.
So the things I say that is like, do I ever say words in my phrases that completely blast by you?
Yes.
Why don't you ever pick that apart?
Because I'm not that kind of person.
Okay, can you be
That's the problem.
when we talk?
I guess I could try.
Okay.
I'm really. You've known me for long enough. You know that I'm a kind of like, yeah, that's fine. Just keep that going. I don't understand a single word of what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah, but I want to
keep
get
going.
you to understand because I want you to either agree or disagree.
Well, yes, that would be very beneficial for a conversation. Oh God, I need to be a bit less laid back.
Well, I want to be laid back, but when it comes to understanding another person, you should really like for the podcast. I want to do like a laid back, but we
Yeah.
look into things.
Like when we used to talk about like philosophy, like back when walking back from
On the
school
walks.
before, on the walks before the Great Plague. Like some of them I would understand. Some of them I wouldn't understand, but I wouldn't say anything in hopes that you would, I would be able to jog my memory back from what you are saying now. Sometimes it would work. Most of the time it didn't, but sometimes it would.
Yeah.
And it would just save us. My thinking is it would save us from wasting time talking because
Even
we
though I have
only
to
have
repeat
like
it when I.
we have like 5 minutes of walking.
The only issue
You
is
can
that
only fit
when
so much
you,
talking.
I get what you're saying there, but the only issue is that when we're talking and if you don't understand, I have to repeat it to you eventually if the idea ever comes back up again.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I guess so. All right, I'll self-improve.
Okay, so
There's a lot of
bring
things.
up a philosophical concept as an example. Anything you're interested in.
Anything I'm interested in.
Or we could do what the hell does that mean?
What the hell does that mean? We don't really have anything to.
I do have something.
Well, yeah, I know. You told me, but I don't know if any of those are really too difficult to decipher.
We can not the words. We can talk about the concept.
The concept, well, yes, of course, but like I said, it's not that thought-provoking, really, compared to the.
Yeah, I
written
guess
stuff.
you're right.
Like, it's not really much in the case. Of
I wanted to
the
say it
movie.
so you could bring up what is cheese, and we joked about
for
before.
for the
And then
ask
talk
the big
about the
question
cheese.
segment. But
Okay, well either way, so I can get this out of the way. I was watching this. There was this game, and it was talked about like a Cthulhu-esque world, And there was an interesting line that I thought was like, this sounds unnecessarily like ooh spooky and interesting, edgy.
Spooky.
I still think it sounds really cool, so I'm gonna say it. In the eyes of an immortal, an eternity is a brief moment. So like basically saying if you live forever, all of eternity is like nothing. It's like a second, which is pretty whoa to think about.
Pretty nifty if I do.
Well, on the other hand, that's like saying that an immortal lives longer than infinity. That's like saying all of eternity is not eternity for the living creature. So I don't really like it. Unless you're saying it's like an Aleph 1 or an Aleph 2. Or maybe Aleph 3.
What the hell is an Aleph?
Okay, so in mathematics there's different levels of infinity. Aleph null, Aleph 0, is countable infinity, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Aleph, I don't know the other ones, but there's one infinity that's like every single digit in every. Basically, there's an infinite amount of numbers between 0 and infinity, right?
Oh, I see.
Integer-wise. 1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5,
like,
right?
So.
But there's also an infinite amount, probably an even greater amount between 0 and 1.
Yeah.
Because each digit, you can just add another number to it, and it would just go forever. So each infinity has an infinity, and that's why it's greater.
It's so interesting how we, as a species, we invented something that is infinite in theory.
And we actually struggle thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's something we made.
That's crazy. How someone was like, you know what? I want to count my sheep better. Let's create this entire intrinsic thing that will be much more complex later down the line, but we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
That will one day get us to the fucking rock in space. That at this point of time we think is made of cheese.
It is made of cheese. They're lying to you.
Oh, I see.
So whenever the moon hits, this is real scientific facts for you. Whenever the moon gets hit by sunlight, it turns into rock. That's why the dark side of the moon is cheese.
Oh. What the fuck is cheese?
You know what cheese is? Are you genuinely asking what cheese is?
Basically.
Okay.
How the fuck is cheese made?
It's dairy.
It's dairy. I understand that there's like milk and stuff that goes into it, but how does it get solid? How does it work like that? Why is it yellow?
I think they take the... Well, not all cheese is yellow.
Most.
Yeah. I'm not sure if those are like chemicals they add or something.
Like, I know that there's like blue cheese, which is just white cheese, but it's
They're
mostly
not blue cheese. Like, you want on like burgers when you buy... Like, when you go to the store and you get cheese...
Yeah.
Not like the special... Sometimes you find yellow ones, but usually like if you just buy like a Land O'Lakes kind of cheese...
Oh yeah, that's white
it's just
cheese.
White.
There's white cheese and yellow cheese.
I think
Why
yellow...
does it get yellow?
I feel like they make... Maybe it's like chemicals that make it look yellow.
Maybe, but why?
Maybe it looks cooler.
Maybe it separates it. Maybe it, feels like it's separated from milk a little more.
When I first saw yellow cheese, because I never really thought about it before, I was like, ew.
Yeah, that's something.
Either way, cheese, I think they take like the stuff that you make butter out of. Like basically if you take milk and you let it sit, it's going to separate into the milky milk, and the upper part, which is like it's floating stuff, which is like, And then you take that and then you can make like butter with it, and I think you may be able to like cheese it. I have no clue how cheese is really made. Ask a French person.
Ask the French. Who invented cheese?
I don't know, probably
I'm gonna look that up now.
I think it was probably some like Neanderthal.
No, definitely not.
Not Neanderthal. I mean, it's probably been like...
Who invented
cheese?
Okay, no one really knows who made the first cheese. According to ancient legend, it was made accidentally by an Arabian merchant who put his supply of milk into a pouch made from a sheep's stomach as he set out a day's journey across the desert.
Oh, is cheese just like
And
curdled
Italy
milk?
is the country famous for cheese.
Is like, do you think cheese is just curdled milk in a specific way?
Is it? Let me look that up, actually. How is cheese
The big questions
made?
on tonight's show. Cheese.
Cheese is made the same way. Oh yeah, by curdling milk.
Look at that.
Except the milk is curdled on hold on. Cheese is made the same. What the fuck? Where's this article from? Cheese is made the same way by curdling milk, except the milk is curdled on purpose. Most cheese is made in factories after milk is poured into big vats of starter culture of bacteria is added to convert lactose into lactic acid. Then an enzyme called rennet is able to curdle the milk. What does curdling mean?
Oh, curdling is when it kind of
Mm-hmm.
when it ages.
Separate or cause to separate into curds or lumps.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
it's
it's kind of
basically
it's
lumping
protein
something.
strains kind of get all like wiggled, or it's fat strains kind of get all wiggled.
Yeah.
One time there was this. Remember in our school they gave out these bags of like the food.
Yeah.
So I went home one day. There was this bag I wasn't hungry, so I put it on the counter. I was like, I might as well grab it, free food. And it sat there for like 2 weeks.
Jesus.
And there was a thing of milk in there. And I was like, uh-oh. I opened it up. I dumped it over the sink. I covered my nose, and nothing came out. And I was like, oh no, no.
Oh man.
So
spoiled milk
I
is the worst.
slowly just dropped it in the trash, and I thought, oh wait, that's gonna smell. So I had to dig it up. I walked outside, all the way down the stairs, and dropped it in the trash can.
Oh my god. Spoiled milk is the worst. I remember.
That's what cheese is, though.
Oh man, I remember one time I have like a little container, water bottle thingy, Yeti, like those cylinder ones, small cylinder ones, about arm sized, about arm sized. And I put milk in it, and I drank the milk, and then left it on my bedstand for about
no!
2 weeks.
No!
Oh man. I opened it.
I don't like that. Oh no, I don't like it. I hate curdled milk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I opened it and I smelled death. And I couldn't even wash it out.
Okay.
My sister had to like teach me the technique of letting stuff sit. How you have to like put soap in it.
How you have to not do something for a
Yeah.
little bit.
And then you have to put soap in it, shake it a bit, and then let it sit. Maybe come back to it later, shake
Did
some
you
more.
fill the entire Yeti thing with milk?
I did, yes.
And how much of it did you drink?
All the way down.
Oh, but you left a little bit at the bottom.
There was a tiny, tiny bit. And it was
Oh,
black
okay.
and yellow.
Mm-hmm. I think we have time to tell a little story and then we can end with that. I hate how fast things pass.
Yeah.
I like talking.
Talking's nice.
It is fun to talk.
It is very fun to talk, mate.
Alright, so I'm gonna get closer to this. Oh wait, my soda. Oh wait, I drank it all, that's why.
I
was
sometimes
like-
forget about that too. I had like 3 cans of soda today, and that was
You forget when you
4
drink.
cans of soda today. Actually.
Sometimes when I'm talking and drinking, I don't really focus on the taste.
Yeah.
So I put it down and then I forget if I haven't drunk in a while. Either way, I was on a walk. I was being wistful again. I was like, you know what? I want to go on a walk. And but I was on my way over to the old people resort.
Mhm.
I think it's down that way. And they have this little mound you look over. It's pretty cool. But we have there's this little building near you know where the baseball fields are?
Mhm.
There's that wooden building down there
Mhm.
that's near it, where it's like the concession stand or something.
Yeah.
And I was a nosy little boy, so I was walking around. I was like, I wonder if there's a way to go in. So all the doors were locked. There was like bars over the doors and stuff, so you couldn't get in.
Wow.
Because they're not using them, and they don't want people sleeping in there, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying, and there was like those sliding doors that you kind of see on the garage, but there's metal, and you had to.
Yeah.
So those were locked, and everything was locked except for this little janitor closet. I walked in there, and I looked around, and I saw a little panel on the roof, and there was this water heater right next to it. So I was like, I'm gonna test something real quick. So got on the water heater, went up and tried pushing on the thing on the roof, and it went up. I was like, that's interesting to note. You could probably get up in there and then probably get down in there in a different room. That's interesting to note.
Is this going
I
somewhere?
moved moved somewhere else. I went outside and down to, like, you know how we have flooding barriers underneath.
Yeah.
I went underneath the flooding barrier because I saw a little bunny run under. I was like, is there a way in? I went around. There was this door that was like half open into an underground, or underneath the building. I peered around the corner. I walked in because I was curious, and I saw 4 beach chairs sitting down or set down around a stool which was being used as a table with a Powerade bottle on it. And then, as I got closer, I saw these mattresses with a bunch of like dirt and stuff on it. These mattresses.
4 people fucking live in there?
Well, it was a bunch of like cushions, not mattresses, cushions that were sitting there. And then I go under and I see on these posts, on the 2 posts holding up the building, there was nailed in paintings that were hanging up that were like pictures of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
It was just pictures of the ocean and the beach. And when I first went down there, my brain was like, oh, this might be where maybe some parents went here when their kids were playing games. I was like, oh, or someone lived here. And then it hit me, oh wait, someone lives here. The present tense is a very interesting thing. So I walked out of there. I'm like, nope. Okay, gotta get out of there.
That is something that you nope out of instantly.
Gonna get out of there.
Nope. So
I do respect the person for like setting up those paintings.
Yeah.
Excluding that they may be stolen paintings, that those paintings were set up in the first place. The guy who lives in there wants it to look stylish, wants to make a home for himself.
I respect that.
I respect that.
Well, that is fucking interesting.
It's very interesting.
That would have been fucking scary. I would have been fucking out of there as soon as I saw the chairs.
Yeah, it didn't hit me at first.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I would have thought. I would have thought, yo, someone lives here. No.
I didn't get that at first though.
So much no.
Unless someone doesn't live there anymore because like it was on the dirt, like the dirt was right under it. It was moldy and.
It's possible, but people can live in very harsh conditions. Like it's very possible.
I guess it's the roof over your head.
I guess roof over your head, walls around you, and heating. Because you said that there was a water heater.
There was but there's no heating down there.
Oh well.
It was the what? Okay, so they were under the entire house.
Mm-hmm.
They were on the dirt.
I would assume that was pretty insulated, though. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
The bunnies were down there.
Free food.
Maybe the bunnies made the home.
Maybe, or the person trains bunnies or some shit. Gotta pass the time somehow.
Well, I'm assuming he spends most of the time going out trying to find like recycling or something.
I guess.
That's how
I didn't know that.
I think that's how people get money, right?
Recycling.
Sometimes
just like cans for a nickel.
You take cans or something for a nickel.
Yeah, my grandparents do that.
They do?
Yeah. My grandmother does that. She goes to a Walmart with 2 trash bags full of cans.
Do your grandparents need the money?
No. My grandfather's retired as a CEO.
Yeah.
Like.
I guess it's an interesting hobby, but I would feel kind of bad for doing that because I think that's how some people without homes make some money.
It's like a nickel though.
Yeah, but also if you
wait,
go
is it a
around
nickel for like 5 cans or something? How?
It's very little, but if you go around to every house, you can get a few bucks. And let's say you just get like some very cheap meal every other day, just for going around every single day getting cans. It's something, right?
Well, I mean, does it have a certain amount of money that they can dispense in a day?
What do you mean?
I wouldn't think that would be denying some people money.
I feel like the recycling plants pay as much as they can.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Maybe it's not denying people money, but on the other hand, it's also only so many cans in the world.
I guess so. I remember I got like a decent cut on my finger one time by sticking my hand too far in.
To what?
To the machine that accepts the cans.
Oh.
Yeah, back at the Walmart.
Oh god.
It hurt a little bit. It wasn't bad, all in all.
Oh, is it only at Walmart to do it? I thought it was just general.
No, I know that I knew that this one was at a Walmart, and I've only ever seen it at a Walmart. But they probably do it other places. But yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna do that when I go visit them, because I'm visiting them August 2nd.
Oh really?
Yeah. I'm so excited because now that I know how to play guitar now, and my grandfather loves guitars.
Approval.
I'm gonna get approval from my grandfather.
You're gonna get grandfather approval.
Grandfather
you did
approval.
It. Oh, you did
My
it.
grandfather is so cool too. Like,
Yeah.
This guy, he's blind in one eye, but like he can handle guns extremely well.
Yeah.
He only needs one eye to shoot a bullseye.
And he never misses a shot.
And I forget. I think he was also deaf in one ear.
Oh wow.
If I remember correctly, yeah. And to top it off, my grandma's got one hand.
A lad.
Yeah. I probably told you that already, but
I don't
for the
think you
podcast sake. I never told you that?
Nope, never told me about your grandparents.
Wow. How?
I don't know.
My
Never
grandparents are so fucking cool.
You never talked about
I
it.
pale in comparison to my grandparents.
Maybe they're just like, you're so in awe that you can't actually reciprocate.
I
talk
can't
about it.
understand how people don't know them. They're so fucking cool.
Everybody knows them, don't they?
Yeah. I call my grandfather Grumpy. Everybody does. Grumpy, he is grumpy. He swears like a trucker, smokes like one too.
That sounds like a Christmas song. Swears like, or some like hillbilly song. Swears like a trucker, smokes like one too. The Adventures of Paper's father.
Paper's
Or
grandfather. Grumpy. This guy, he's amazing. He's a great guy. I remember he used to have just a giant beard. Like it would go down to his stomach, and he had a big stomach.
I kind of want one of those beards when I'm older.
They're cool. He literally had a Santa beard.
I want to. The thing is, when I retire, I want to build a cabin in Liechtenstein.
In Liechtenstein?
Liechtenstein's like one of Europe's smallest countries.
Uh-huh.
We gotta wrap this up.
Oh yeah, we do. It's past 20 minutes, but let's finish this up.
Okay, so Liechtenstein is like a really small country in Europe. Almost, it's actually, I think it might be smaller than Luxembourg. More than 90% of it's just mountains that nobody lives in.
Wow.
The biggest city, the main capital city, the biggest one, is like smaller than our city.
How many people live there?
It's a small city. Like the Capitol building and stuff's there, but there's no real businesses or anything. It's mostly farmland.
How many people live there?
Not many. In the city or in the country?
City.
I don't know.
Country?
I don't know that either.
Alright, so there's no point in asking
Maybe,
that.
definitely under 100,000. Definitely under. I'm just saying that's the maximum.
Oh,
Maybe,
I see.
Possibly. It's probably way under.
Under.
You want? Okay, there's two things I can do. A small story about Liechtenstein, or I finish up my thing and we wrap this up. Either way, I'm gonna do both. Or no, I'm not gonna do both. I can do, if I do the first one, I do both, or if I do the second one, we wrap it up. Which one?
Man, I do want to hear about Liechtenstein.
Okay, we'll talk about this one.
We'll do Liechtenstein.
So it was something in the First World War, or the First World War, so it was a smaller war, I think, that Liechtenstein was, before they became a neutral nation, they weren't neutral yet, even though they were so small.
How can you not?
There was not even the army was like 50 people.
It was a militia.
Yeah, it was their army, quote unquote. But apparently, the Liechtenstein army went out with 50 people, and guess how many they came back with?
Wait, no, I remember this. They came back with 51.
Yes,
They made a friend along the way.
Yeah, they made a friend along the way, and they came back with 51 people. It was his friend. So basically, one of the Liechtenstein.
I forgot about that. There were 50 of them, and then they came back with no casualties and made a friend along the way.
So one of the Liechtenstein soldiers made a friend with this French guy.
Oh, that's amazing.
And he didn't have any money to come home to, so he was like, okay, I'll head home with you guys.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that so much. You don't know how much I love that.
Imagine them hanging out there at the bar together. The boys.
Like just 50 dudes at a
also,
bar.
the fact that they came back with no casualties is also good. I mean, there's only 50 people, but still.
Yeah, there's only so many times you can miss.
I guess so.
Man. Oh my god, that just makes me love Liechtenstein.
Yeah.
What? I'm assuming it was on the Allies side in the war.
Yeah, I think so, with France.
Oh yeah, because France, they made a friend with France. Yeah, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Very stupid.
Hell
How
no.
stupid.
But there's this little area in Liechtenstein where it's all on the left side, on the border of Switzerland. But there's this one path, this one very thin path through the mountains that goes into this valley. It's all surrounded by these huge mountains. And in this little valley is a bunch of the cattle that just roam around.
Wow.
And there's some farmers and stuff. And I want to make a little cabin there and be like the old guy that lives in the mountains.
The old mate, the old sage.
The old guy who lives in the mountains
who has
doesn't own
an
any.
incredulous amount of wisdom for no reason about
Yeah,
random
there's like
things.
these kids who are walking by and they stay away from Stay away.
Stay away from the monkey man that lives in the cavern in the valley with the cows.
He doesn't own any cows, but he controls them.
He controls them. Do not tempt him. He will sick you to the cows. Oh, that'd be great. That sounds like.
And that's why I want a long beard, and some kid would come on my property. I'd walk out of the house and look at him with his beard to the ground.
Mate, you would look like the Ice King.
I know.
I'm gonna be honest. You would look like
be
a
the Ice King.
pale version of the Ice King.
Yeah. Everything's so mountainous there. My ears would probably just pop out of existence just by leaving the country.
Maybe. Yeah. All right.
I don't think they even have an airport there.
Wow.
Nope, no airport.
So you have to go to Sweden
I'd have
and
to go
then
to
walk.
Switzerland.
Switzerland? Oh,
Sweden's and
sorry. Yeah, I forget. Sorry. I forgot. I'm bad with countries.
it's fine.
Yeah.
But they're neutral now.
Yeah, they're neutral
Yeah.
now. But man, so far on their current streak, man, they should definitely get off of neutral again, man.
Their entire population, they go out and they come back with twice the people.
Man, they can't. Hold on, quick math real quick.
What
They pretty
percentage
much
of that?
increased their army size by 2%.
Yeah.
2%? Man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, by 2%, because 50.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mathed that. Oof. It was a good day. It was a good day today.
Yeah, this podcast, you think?
Yeah. But I think it's about time to end, yeah?
Yep. So, thank you for joining us in Midnight Crisis. I apologize this goes for so long.
Man, a lot to talk about. Hopefully it was interesting.
There was still so much more I wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah,
but it's
man.
fine.
Write that down. I gotta tell you about my amazing grandparents next podcast. Well, which
I also want to talk.
which
yeah.
will be wild because I'm going to see my grandparents for about 2
Right.
weeks. So I'm gonna have even more stories, more power.
You guys at home, if you keep listening, which you probably don't. I feel like our friends just watched the first two that I posted and they don't know when we're gonna post more. But
we'll keep making them.
maybe we'll
'cause
get
why the
those
hell not?
free views that YouTube gives out.
Nah, I don't know. I don't think you even get paid until you reach a certain threshold. So
No, but sometimes they give out just like.
just free views.
I think they do it to make you feel better about yourself.
I guess so.
Like keep going, buddy.
Man.
I should remember next time if we use the same lo-fi. 'Cause I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us. It was, I don't know, it's kind of boring. Kind of hated it. Not very fun.
Monkey, you're behaving more like a human.
Oh no.
It's very sad.
Okay, wrap it up.
Mhm.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I'm Paper,
I'm Monkey.
and this has been Midnight Crisis,
I hope you had a midlife crisis.
and we will see you next time.
Say the thing. Say the thing.
I.
No, just say the thing.
Goodbye.